YouTubers, as you can tell by my new hairdo, it's first thing in the morning and I just woke up. First mate's smiling at me. Anyway, I wanted to kind of do a, because we do, every time we're cruising somewhere and we see some really cool stuff, we always pop the camera on and, everything looks really hunky-dory and all that. And I wanted to kind of do a shot that, like the first mate did the other day, less glamorous side. I was awakened 5 times last night, and first mate once, checking the anchor alarm, which we had set really tight. We pulled into a smaller cove within Isthmus at 2 harbors. And so, a couple other boats around. We wanted to keep it pretty tight, and I wanted to get up, and you want to get up and check it. So, the anchor was rock solid, but as we would pivot on the anchor, as the wind and waves would move us around, it would go off every couple hours. Which, like I said, that's good. Maybe get up and check it. Anchor held beautifully, as expected. Got a huge oversized anchor and chain, so that's not a big deal. Anyway, so we got up, and of course the batteries, house batteries were pretty low. First mate cranked up the diesel. Let it charge the engine battery for a minute, and then we switched it over to charging, and she's making coffee. We're doing the percolator this morning, and we're making coffee. But yeah, that's the less glamorous side. Do we have any more pumpkin bread?
Yeah, we have some.
Oh, cool. Okay. We got coffee.
See, I think what people, and you can edit this part out, but I don't think people would just want to hear a rendition of here's what happened. I think like we get up in the middle of the night, we take the camera with us, like going out to check with the anchor alarm's gone off, and like right now, okay, I'm filling a pan with water. I just squirted soap in it because we don't have anything really like to put soap in and wash dishes. We don't want to fill the sink up with wastewater, so we fill a little pan with water, turn the stove on to heat the water, and squirt some liquid soap into it, and get our dishes washed.
There you go.
If we were really smart, we'd be using seawater, but we're close to where there's we can refill with water.
We got plenty of water, yeah. And you heard her, she volunteered to get up with the camera in the middle of the night to check the anchor, so I'm letting her do it from now on.
I woke up just as many times as you did during the middle of the night.
Well, you woke up with me.
I just didn't get up.
You got up once. You did get up once and check it, so there you go. Okay, first mate is bringing the anchor up. Her lobster trap is wrapped around about 5 times, but that's okay. That's what happens when we deploy the lobster trap at night like this. It you can't really put it off the back, so we have to deploy it off the front. When the boat pivots, it tends to wrap it. Tighten up the clutch wheel. Okay, while the first mate takes us out of here, I'm going to do breakfast. And one quick and dirty breakfast I like to do is you slice up a couple of pieces of homemade bread there, and you fry them in the pan, and then you put an egg over them, and you do kind of an over easy thing or over medium thing with a couple of eggs. We normally do 1 egg each, but because we generally lose about 3 to 4 pounds, 2 to 4 pounds when we're out like this, because we're doing calisthenics all the time, and you just don't eat the same on a boat. So this morning for protein and whatnot, because we ended up rolling and contorting all night long, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 eggs each with a healthy slice of bread, and we'll of course salt, pepper, and a little garlic salt or a little garlic powder on it. Goodbye 2 harbors. Nice rock and rolly Isthmus. Looks like we got 2 sailboats behind us. I believe the one directly behind us, the little ketch there, is Mike, and the one over to the left of Mike, looking to stern here, is Kim and Dwayne. We're all next to each other in the marina, so we were all going to head back this morning anyway. First mate has retrieved her lobster trap from the bow, and we've got it stowed back here. She's coiling the lines up, and we're going to put the sails up after we eat breakfast. First mate Anne Marie raised the main. There's no wind. Obviously, you can see by the classiness of the sea, there's just maybe a 2-knot breeze. Feels like it's coming in from, let's look at the compass, probably north. Northwest, yeah. Ah, we're going up with the jib now, too. Mike and Kim and Dwayne back there, sailing close. Alrighty, well, we are on our way. Probably looks like about 2 miles out. Dwayne, Kim, and then Mike behind us here. We were closer to the mouth of the harbor, so we got out of there a little quicker than they did. So the race is on. Not. They pass us. I like to keep the diesel about 2,000 RPM or less, simply because we like to baby it. It's a new and expensive engine, and we don't want to tear it up. So it's a typical Yanmar can do 3,800 RPM. They don't recommend it for very long. But yeah, this thing can push through the water steadily at 7.3 knots with the engine. But you know, we're doing 5.2. Got about 2,100 RPM, maybe a little less than that, and we're doing fine. So we're probably looking at this rate another 4.5 hours on the water. Unfortunately, no wind today. We're doing about 5.5 knots with the Iron Jenny, and we've got just the slightest 1 or 2 knot breeze, which looks like it's now shifted over to the southeast. Maybe a good sign. Probably roughly 5 miles from where we were anchored. Up, manning the helm. First mate was down, leaning and straightening up. My goodness gracious, she did a great job.
Take video, because I said at the beginning of the trip, I went around and took a video, and I said, look how we'll see our photos. It was really messy and dirty. And I said, I'm going to have it cleaned up by the time we get back.
Alright, let me flip this around and show you. As far as being clean and organized, especially over here in the galley area, a lot better. We still have a lot of organizing to do, but at least, you know, she's got the dirt cleaned up. And you can see back here, this is kind of my little corner area here, where we've got the trolling motor battery and whatnot. And I still have to put wood all around the power inverter and voltmeters and solar charge controller and all that good stuff. But, yep, and my nav desk, which I actually used it this weekend, but it was, you know, messy. Got the V-berth straightened up, looks like. Very good, very good. everything kind of sort of organized. Back outside for me. Well, we are actually made really good time. We've been, unfortunately, motor sailing. Southern California, the winds don't always do what you need them to do. So we've been motor sailing and gotten across. You can probably see San Pedro Hill in the background. We still have to go to the southeast to get down to Angel's Gate. We're approximately 6 nautical miles from Angel's Gate. We just tacked. And we're headed straight for it now. It's always kind of a sad time coming back in. We love being out there, but all good things must come to an end. Back to the marina, going to the office. Oh well, I'll give you a shot of where we're headed. San Pedro Hill, which is what we have to, we usually pass, usually on our side when we're coming in or going out. We are going way up there to the opening at Angel's Gate. We can actually see, barely see the lighthouse. You can see the line of smog. They like to call it smog to pretend like it's a mixture of fog and smoke, but that's just mate is down there fixing, actually heating up the spaghetti squash that she had made the other day. And the homemade spaghetti sauce to go with it. So, oops, very cool. She just got off watch. It is my watch, so she's gonna cook us up lunch. Probably an hour and a half from Angel's Gate, and then another 40 to 45 minutes to our slip. So plenty of time to eat. Meantime, she's fixed me an apple. Very cool.
All right, so we're having the spaghetti squash with Italian sauce, and I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. It pretty much looks just like spaghetti. You can see the strings, and when you eat it, it has no taste. It's kind of flavorless, just like spaghetti noodles, you know, made with flour. But this is, of course, much better for you.
As tradition has it, we're catching a video of the lighthouse as we sail back in through Angel's Gate. Sail. Well, you see how classy it is. There is absolutely no wind. So we're not sailing anywhere. We're motoring. Well, we made it back. Back to the marina. Actually, kind of sad. I like being out there. But onward. Here comes the first mate. And we'll put all these together.